What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
Yeah.
and we are in the full swing of preseason.
Yes.
We have gotten, everybody has gotten a game. We had some storage issues, so we've actually done this intro before, and I said preseason was over, so I made sure I corrected this time. But, yeah, gotten to see everybody out there for the most part. I mean, not necessarily everybody as far as, like, starters and stuff, but
more than I thought, though.
Yeah.
Some people want to, get as much in as possible. It's shorter preseason than it used to be. So.
They're down a game ever since they added a game, and they're talking that if they add another game, they'll be taking another preseason.
So
I think that's stupid because it just gives you crappy games. Like that's what's wrong with basketball and baseball. There's so many games.
Oh, I know.
You don't give a shit about like the first month.
I don't think there's that many games in football to be like that yet. I mean, there's but
what happens when you cut off all those preseason games? Now your first 4 games are basically preseason. Who looks good that quick?
The first 2 you probably still you might have your starters in a little bit earlier than you would.
No, that's true.
You have them in at least for a little bit.
Well, Goodell's basically said if we had to get rid of preseason, I'd rather have all games, and I'm like, that is really stupid. Like, I'm sorry, this is why these injuries are going through.
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson's a little bit of an injury concern, as it is. Everybody was kind of saying that the Titans are dumb for Carnell Tate, and we're dumb because we need more. Yeah, he's an injury, but there's a lot of other injuries that have happened. You've had Beatis is hurt, Tunzel tore something. Like, there's a lot of injuries, and I think the reason we're getting these soft tissue injuries is because they're not getting enough time to build their body up.
Yeah.
Like they used to tear their body down. Yeah, because they didn't have medical treatment. So they do all that hard work. They didn't have cryo tanks. They didn't think about like making sure you have massages and stuff, making sure you're eating certain things, and what I mean. I remember when I was in middle school. I remember they like, oh, you got to get size for your muscles. You eat a whole bowl of noodles. Now they're like, yeah, that's not how you do that. You want a whole bowl of like chicken.
Yeah.
And so it just you gotta mix it. I think we started to see injuries taper as they started to soften practices. I don't think people realized that was also when these medical advances in rehab were starting to come up.
I mean, it's how they're being injured, because now they're no longer being injured because they got hit hard. They tore something. It's self-injury.
You don't even have to be in contact.
Yeah, so I think the body, it do have to build up. Like I was thinking, like before you just hit the person. Now because now they gotta hold up before they hit them. Now you just I tore.
If I fall the wrong way, it's a hip tap. If my hand catches you weird, it's a horse collar.
Now they're trying to.
If it looks like it's your helmet, I'm gonna get a flag. Like, yeah, I think the holding up to try to hold the physicality is called. I think you're right on that. I think it's causing more tissue damage because now you're full force running to catch him. But now at the last second, you've tried to get your ligaments to still forcibly take him down, but pull up a little bit so that we don't hit him too hard. That'll be bad.
Kind of car.
Yeah, that don't work like that. And I think trying to soften it to keep them safe is actually making it worse. I think the reason they thought it was helping was
the concussions and things going down.
But I think the concussions and the broken things and things like that going down, and the like bruised contusions and stuff like that, because they're chambering, because they're ice bathing, because they're they're getting different massages, they're doing electrotherapy, they're doing all kinds of different therapies that didn't exist 20 years ago.
Yeah. And
I think we're mixing up what was helping, and so now what we thought was helping is actually what's hurting, and I think we need to put it back together, because this is probably don't want to, but this is one of the least injury-riddled preseasons
I think so. And I think
we've ever had, and this is the toughest preseason we've had in a decade.
I think this is the most involved. I think the preseason is seeing differently. Even different first or even the second string played as long as they did. Usually they wouldn't play the first week.
Dart got drilled, and everybody was like, "Well, that'll be it. He's in the tent." And as soon as they cleared him, it was like, "Yeah, go finish the try."
He came right back
like,
out.
no, you need to play.
Yeah.
I mean, CeCe Mauigoa is a starter. He played until like the third or fourth quarter because he's a rookie, so he hadn't played a whole game.
Now, for me, it's preseason, and I'm not trying to, because there's a unity, I think, even the second and third string with Dallas that wasn't even like it got there. I think it was after Neyland.
I was like, y'all's team I saw come together and unify,
and so like
and get a little more intense.
Their practices, all that stuff, they seem. I'm not trying to let them. I'm not trying to get excited, but even the preseason game was good. And then Von Miller coming. So
yeah, signing Von Miller for 1 year.
I'm trying not. I'm just like.
He had 9 sacks last year with Washington. Your defense had 9 sacks as a whole.
That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm trying not to like. I'm just trying to like keep it, but they did that.
Well, and I think Von Miller's a little bit like with Odell. One thing we've needed help with is our receiving core has been pretty bad over the years until we got Malik Neighbors. And one of the problems is drops. Well, Odell kind of helps. Y'all haven't had a good pass rush. You've got Malachi Lawrence, who is a rookie. You've got all of your pass rushers are young. Von Miller's the guy that can help make sure that they get their shit together.
We muffed that punt.
Mm-hmm.
It could have.
And they didn't move.
They didn't move. They stayed right there. And so, like, you take last year, that would have been...
No, they just scored 7.
If not 7-3, at the least 3. Yeah. And they didn't score. They shut it down. They might say that brother's job. Did they? I can't remember his name. I gotta look that up.
I don't know.
I gotta look that up. But either way, I mean... You might help them fight another day. You never know. So, like...
your mood when you're watching tape goes more from, like... You son of a to like, hey, you got to make that tackle next time.
You don't want to.
You got to do that next time.
He just touched.
Oh yeah, okay.
It rolled, and then instead of letting it go, he would try to pick it up and cut. And it was
yeah, that ain't gonna happen on a Harbaugh team. We ain't seen that.
I heard the preacher got in the fight.
Oh, I've heard more on that. So he didn't punch dude.
Who the preacher?
Dude punched Jameis.
He punched Jameis.
So Calvin Austin got hit kind of out of bounds and late. They got in a fight. Jameis came up to like defend his man, and somebody swung on Jameis, and Jameis apparently just launched himself into him, and just threw himself. And once Jameis fought, they said Dart saw that Jameis was fighting, so Dart went running. Jermaine Illuminor, I think, got kicked out of practice because he punched somebody. But Harbaugh's talking. He's like, yeah, I mean, if they hit to the head or anything, we kicked him out like it was a game. But sometimes you need that. Like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got the preacher fight,
Like, they said Jameis was heated. And Darwin, they were like, they grabbed you and held you back. He was like, well, I mean, I didn't know what happened, but I saw 17 in the middle of the pile. I had to go help my boy.
That's what you do.
You're like, yeah, I ain't leaving him like that.
I respect it. So, like, I thought it was a pretty good preseason. Like I said, like, the Hall of Fame game was good.
Yeah.
And there was a couple, like, games where they was playing for you when they played for their spot. You get a game sometimes, even if you don't know nobody's name, you gonna get a game. So I was like, I enjoyed it. And I can't usually say that with preseason.
No.
But maybe I'm just thirsty. I'm not sure.
I'm a little thirsty for football. I'm realizing I think that's some of it.
Thirsty, so
but it's not. Yeah, and
I don't know. I thought if there's something seemed different. I feel like everybody wants it. This might be actually really interesting here.
Y'all usually PC your answers. It's Jerry that usually is like, we're winning a Super Bowl. And it's like, dude, come on.
But
for Dak to be like, nah, this is what we're doing. I'm going for this one.
There was some bads. My former, Miami quarterback.
Yeah, not everybody looked good this weekend. Oh man, Tua. I don't think Penix looks that great when he's in, and then he's always hurt.
But
I don't know if Atlanta's starting quarterback next season is on that roster.
One of the later guys looked pretty decent, didn't they?
That's always bad when you're hoping that the guy that played against
his name, but
that guy.
It happens. Because you had Murray and
JJ. JJ looked terrible.
He looks like that a lot of times in the beginning, and then I think their third string they actually did pretty good. I think. Promise, I don't know. When I don't know their names, I don't know their names. That's what I'm saying.
Kyler was able to scramble and make stuff, but after Kyler, their offense did nothing.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I just think certain people, I watch for a little bit of everybody because you never know who end up playing. That's the thing. Like you might. Well,
Pittsburgh's young guys, Drew Aller and Will Howard. I could not remember his first name. Wow. They looked really good.
Yeah.
And so with Pittsburgh knowing that Aaron Rodgers, like, this is the last one, I'm only doing this because of McCarthy. They're like, oh, what are we doing? So to see them two come in and play really well, it was like, oh, okay, well, that helps.
I mean, like I said, you never know who end up having to play. Yeah. People start getting hurt, anything can happen. And now you're like, who is our third string quarterback,
Yeah.
And then like I watch, that name emerge, and you don't know who that is, and now they're a Hall of Famer. So
well, and I mean, like I said, because they're like Harbaugh is got like they were talking about guys playing with Dart and like the ones, and they're like naming guys, they're like practice squad guys. He's like, I don't get why they're getting first team reps. Harbaugh has had where his running back group, his wide receiver group, his linebacker, it's been practice squad guys, fourth stringers, guys that were sitting on the couch, and he had to put them together. So he plays everybody with everybody because he needs y'all to be able to play with each other just in case.
Just in case, yeah. I mean, my brain just... Oh, my boy who tried to do the Odell in the end zone.
The young guy that came out of nowhere. What is his name? Number 6, right?
Number 6. I learned his name, and now I can't think of it.
That kid. Oh my God. Because he did the fade with the 1-on-1 where he had it with that was the second touchdown.
Yeah.
The first touchdown, he was in double coverage. And he just jumped up and just like, no, I'm catching that ball.
I'm so mad. I can't think of his name. I had it. I'm so mad at myself. Because I had it.
Keep talking, I'll find it.
And then I just... Because I've been saying it all week. And now here I am. I can't think of his name even a little bit. And I've been saying all week because we was talking at my job about...
Camden Brown. Undrafted rookie, Camden Brown. Those 2 catches were good enough. And I think he had another couple like decent catches through the day.
Yeah.
There's no reason they should have another receiver like this. That's ridiculous. Dallas cannot keep doing this. Because I mean, he looks like an unrefined George Pickens. And when you already have George Pickens, you can be your third guy being an unrefined George Pickens. Flournoy is still good.
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't quite get it, that means you now have a fourth guy that you gotta. I'm like, that's gotta be
like okay, but I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing that to myself this year, are we? Yeah.
So, but Dart did end up back, like you said, in the medical tent.
He got hit in the chest, and if he gets tackled, they send him in the tent.
I think he lays there just a little too long.
Well, I think the problem is
just bounced up.
Well, the contradictory argument I'm hearing is like, yes, because like I think Tiki Barber then went, and we're like, all the ones he goes to the tent, he does stay on the ground for a little bit. But everybody that's arguing it, they're like, yes, but his head didn't snap back. His head didn't hit the ground. His head didn't get helmet to helmet. The tent is not for every injury.
It's only for
a concussion. So if he doesn't take a shot to the head,
what are we doing?
You don't put every player that takes a minute to get off the field and put him in the tent. Patrick Mahomes in his entire career has been in the blue medical tent 6 times. What? You want to know how many times Dart's been in the medical tent in his 6 games, 12 games of playing? You want to know how many times? 6 times.
Well, maybe they think he's special and they want to preserve him.
It's bullshit. This is because they're still mad because Eli usurped.
I don't think.
Oh God, I saw the thing.
Eli.
Yes, that's why he's not in the Hall of Fame. That's why he's not in the Hall of Fame, because they don't like that he usurped their power. You go to where you're drafted, and I'm like, he didn't even completely do that. They traded.
Okay, he said he wasn't playing. He said that. He
still made a trade
out loud.
Well, somebody made a graphic like the Browns taking Archie Manning next year, and they were like, they didn't let Eli go to the Chargers. You think they're letting Archie go to the Browns? That's not going to happen. If the Browns are the number 1 pick, Archie's going to play another year of college.
Your bet if you draft him is to use him to trade for something else.
If something happens, if the Browns are one of those teams, and something happens in this offseason where Archie Manning gets a DUI or gets in a fight at a bar or gets too aggressive with a girlfriend, it's fake. They did it on purpose to drop his stack. Because I've heard they do that. They have told players to get in trouble to drop their stock. You don't want to go to those teams. Get in trouble. You'll drop to the mid to late rounds. We know you did it on purpose. We got you.
Teams like the Browns who are going to care. They got
he shot his mother. Everybody deserves a second chance.
Oh my God! Is that what
Deshaun Watson? Well, okay, wait. Well, you know what? No, he was still in court. Yeah, he was still. You're right. Yeah. Guess that ain't gonna work, Arch. You might want to find another way.
I'm like, I don't think the Browns.
My ankle's broken?
No one's perfect.
Just slip like a fake x-ray into your file.
Like, something like that. He's trying to get like, no one's perfect. It's just like, yeah. No, so I'm
we'll
just
see
saying,
how that goes.
Just pray for them to have a good year, I guess. I don't know.
Well, talking on preseason, Ruben Bain out of Tampa has been just everywhere. People are showing because he looks, oh my God. What we saw at Miami, it hasn't stopped.
That was a pretty win, Tampa Bay.
They just signed Vita Vea, so that defense is now complete. The way Baker is saying that he needs to prove himself, Ruben Bain being all pissed off, dog, that Tampa team might be dangerous.
Yeah.
Apparently, I think it was the GM, this might have been a joke, but Vita Vea said that he was like, yeah, my kids and wife were talking to me again, because apparently they really like Vita. So when they hadn't signed him, they weren't talking to him. It's like the, whatchamacallit, Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we...
But I think that is about the time where we need to start taking in real expectations of what we think some of these teams are going to do.
This is silly to me.
I don't see where this is silly.
I think this is silly to me.
Act like it matters.
It matters.
Stop.
Go.
But I think we saw how teams ended. We've seen what these teams have added. We've gotten to see a little bit of preseason.
I don't think preseason will tell you who is good and who is bad.
I think it does. And I think knowing from last year, this makes this good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the time to look at the teams, because the thing that's become a serious narrative from all of the sports outlets is people have noticed that 3/4 of teams that make the playoffs don't make it next year.
Okay.
And thus, with that happening, that means a large majority of teams that didn't make the playoffs do. The turnover is massive.
Okay.
And so now people are starting to give their prediction on where they think that turnover is going to have to be. Because it's just because it was getting where you get the people that are cautious like you, like it's too early, and I don't think, and then by the end you're like, damn, that many teams missed it? That's exactly.
I'm not saying they don't, but I'm saying preseason, you can have a horrible preseason and have a good season.
No, it's not true.
Whatever. It's
that's not true.
It's so true.
But, so, what we're going to do is we're going to give an AFC team that we think made the playoff that we think it aren't, an NFC team that made it that we aren't, and an AFC and NFC team that didn't make it that we think are going to replace them. Kind of. I don't think it's going to be direct replacement.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. Because 3/4 means it's going to be more than one team each side. So you could, So somebody on Rich Eisen said somebody, and they were like, I don't see how he replaced him. I'm like, well, I don't think he directly replaced him, but he's just not going to be in there. But speaking in the AFC, you want to start AFC or NFC? We'll start NFC. We'll go NFC.
NFC.
So out of all the playoffs teams left out of the NFC, I'll go ahead and bring that up again just to give us a refresher.
San Francisco might not be. They still like they're still getting banged up.
Yeah.
That's my only thing. It's not like it's still like they're getting banged up, and I don't know.
You can't see them.
They got further than they thought they would. Last year.
Okay.
I don't know.
You just don't know if they're going to be already starting to show that injury bug. Can you really do that twice in a row?
Who do you think?
I am going to say that I thought about San Francisco because of that same thing. I mean, it's insane.
But they made it further than that. I mean,
but they retooled, they put things around. Even if who they have all get hurt, they've got enough on the bench coming back from injuries where I'm not knocking Shanahan. He went all the way through. I said that how many weeks in a row? Yeah. They can't. Screw it. He did it. I'm going there. The team I don't think that is making it to the playoffs, it's not an injury thing.
Is it Philly?
They're in a very good division, and I think they got lucky last year.
Who is it?
And it's the Green Bay Packers.
The Packers.
I think Jordan Love got paid before he should have. I do not think he's a franchise quarterback. I think that everybody's getting on C.J. Stroud, but I think Jordan Love just has more help on the offense. Jordan Love looks terrible.
I think every time they cancel Green Bay out, they still beat. It's a good division. They still beat the teams in that division.
And I think we're going to finally see it happen.
The best Lions They still beat the Lions.
Then this time, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think that the Green Bay Packers lack of quarterback, because that's another thing. They've always had a star. Jordan Love is not a star quarterback. He's barely functional.
I mean, he's better than
that defense is soft.
Philly got Super Bowl. They don't have a great quarterback.
I let you give your explanation for your team. It didn't cut you off and tell you why you were wrong.
I mean, when you're wrong, you're wrong.
I'm not. And when you see it, Micah's soft. We've
perfect.
seen 5 different people with pretty much the same injury, and they're all about to start week 1. That got injured after him. It does not make sense he's going to be out until October, and Patrick Mahomes
I don't think I should talk about my ex.
Let's be real. Patrick Mahomes is going to be there game 1. Malik Neighbors going to be there game 1. Scatterboo's already training. And Micah's out until October?
I mean,
what are you doing?
It's different.
That defense without him isn't good.
It's not good.
It's not good without him. I'm sorry, probably one of the most overrated defenders I'm noticing. Because your defense got better when he left. And that's sad. Well, Green Bay's defense did not look that much better with him.
We had to do that.
And he's going to miss most of this year. I don't think they have enough willpower to most of the season. I think they're going to be the bottom of that division.
I don't know if you can completely count out Green Bay. And I'm serious, because every time I think they're done over the years, like that first year they got Love, and I'm like, I don't know, this kid might and then they end up making it to the playoffs. Yeah. Then they beat somebody, I don't want to talk about it, in the playoffs. So
okay,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I think they gave him a contract after that 1 win, and he has underperformed since. Massively underperformed.
You know how it does. Once people know you, now you gotta do something.
And
else.
I think that's the problem.
I think it's a little bit coaching.
I don't think there is a something else.
Yeah,
I think I just heard thunder.
That was thunder.
It scared me.
So a little bit coaching. So we'll see, but I do think it might be more San Francisco. But I'm just saying, like, as difficult as that division is,
mm-hmm.
they still beat the teams in it, and that's all that really matters to get to the playoffs. But
okay,
it's so early. We'll see.
Well, okay. NFC. Who do you think's going to make it that didn't last year?
The NFC?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You're not saying you're winning the Super Bowl. You're just saying you're going to make the playoffs.
I do think we're going to make the playoffs. Like, it's just the same thing. It's the opposite of what I have for Kansas City. I don't see it's missing it again.
That
long. It's preseason, and you can't. I'm sorry. I know as a Cowboys fan, you cannot tell with preseason. We've had great preseason games. We look like crap. And then we had a horrific preseason game, and it was actually a really good team.
Yeah.
They seem different to me.
They seem more motivated.
They seem unified. They seem hungry. They seem like it's just, and I haven't seen that spark in a very long time. That does not mean they won't hurt me. So I see them getting to the playoffs.
We'll see.
We'll see anything else, but
okay.
I can see y'all. It's still.
I'm going to stack y'all. I'm not saying us because we're in a tough division.
Yeah.
I think the Saints by the end of last year looked like the best division or best team in that division. I think it took them a while for all the young pieces to get going. And I don't think in that soft division they're going to have as much of a struggle. I think they got better.
I can see that too. Like I said, it's very early because that's the thing about football. You have one or two bad games.
I mean, you see how Philly's offense went when Kellen Moore left. Yeah. He's clearly a hell of a coach.
I mean, like I saw their preseason game. I thought they looked pretty good in their preseason game. I thought they did.
And I mean,
that was a comeback a little bit.
I think so. Yeah.
I think that was a really.
I think if I'm not mistaken, that was a pretty good game.
But I mean, I was trying to think.
They were a team that was supposed to be trash. They had no talent. Their only talent was hurt, and they got really competitive.
I think that's the one I was thinking about, the third string, the last quarterback they put in. I do. There's a team that last quarterback they put in. I was just like, everyone's like,
I know it wasn't us. Our last quarterback.
It was. It might have been. I watched so much. They start to blend together, especially when we go back and watch highlights and stuff. On all the games, sometimes they blend. I do think it was a 49ers. So I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. All right. Well, and that brings us to the AFC.
You think the Titans might do something this year?
Is that who you want to start with? Who we think's going to make it?
I think Kansas City going to make it. I don't see Kansas City. That's what I'm saying about Dallas. I don't see Kansas City being out two seasons in a row. Now, if that happens, there's going to be a whole nother discussion about Kansas City. that needs to happen. But I personally don't see them being out 2 seasons in a row. I think Mahomes is going to be motivated to win because they had such a because they were losing with him.
Yeah,
and I think they have to redo some things, and they have a really good coach who I think can
very much
grow. I mean, maybe he's been there too long. Sometimes things get stagnant. Yeah, stagnant. And some coaches just like I think with Harbaugh, some coaches need to move on sometimes because everybody get caught up in the routine and they don't take the routine seriously. It's the same old speech he gonna say, and you sitting there saying his speech before he finish it. I'm not saying that's what happened because I don't know, but I just don't see them being missing 2 seasons in the playoffs. What about you?
I would have to agree. Now for me in AFC, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. That's a really good division. Denver's really good, so they might not have a choice on not making it.
Yeah,
they could be a great team, and Denver just smack their ass down. That is true. The team I think is going to come back out of the AFC, I think it's going to be the Bengals.
You think the Bengals?
I think the Bengals were in a position where they needed. I feel like they needed they had all this offensive power, but it was just they got no help anywhere else. The defense is nasty. They literally replaced everybody on that defense pretty much with a star.
Well, I think they went a little mental too, because I think they got their own way. Burrow started to be
weird and
depressed a little bit.
But I think putting that much effort in and but getting all those players, I think it showed because Cincinnati's known for being a team that doesn't really try.
Yeah.
And so that's what starts making a Joe Burrow be like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But when you go out and spend that much, you get all those people, you trade all that stuff. I mean, I saw a play from their practice, which their offense is good, where they threw a screen pass and the DN, I think it was Mafe, was literally just standing behind the running back, waiting for him to catch the screen and then just wrap him up.
Yeah.
He was like, the ball left Joe Burrow's hand and Mafe stepped behind the running back and just waited for him to catch it. That ain't something that you saw anybody on their defense do last year or any year before this.
Yeah.
And new coach in Baltimore, Cleveland's trash, Pittsburgh's old. Cincinnati is the only congruent team there.
Yeah, I can see. I do. I can totally see that. Like I said, it could be for the same reasons I said for Kansas City. I just don't see the man out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
who do
you think is gonna? I will put as an honorable mention the Titans.
Because they look bad.
And again, was
the last 3 or 4 games
they started getting together.
They started getting something starting to happen. And they're a team when you think they're been buried and
they just pop up.
Back
Nobody
up.
thought Vrabel was going to have them number one in the out of nowhere. They were just an elite team, and it just what the hell just happened?
They just and they're making a run for it. It's
it was a disappointment when they lost. Like, wow, y'all, I thought y'all do better than that.
So, and they tend to do that. So I thought they'd be better last year. It's bad. The Titans last year was really bad. So, but I mean they have I think this quarterback, I think he's good.
Yeah.
And I think their heart is there, but we'll see.
Yeah. We're seeing how they execute.
But it's so early.
Now, out of the playoff teams that made it last year, who do you think in the AFC is going to miss? Do you need to look at the list again?
I'm about to look at the list again. I can't. Let me see. You think New England's going to make it again? You think it's going to be
You think Buffalo could keep him out? If Buffalo plays better and wins the division? I think they got a really lucky run last year. This would be great. Because this would be 2 of us. I don't think you understand. This would mean that 2 of us are picking teams that other people are calling potential Super Bowl contenders. It'd be I don't even know if they're going to make it. I think they're overrated.
I think that because everybody kept getting hurt.
Knicks got hurt. Houston had the worst game they've ever played. And then they got blown out when they played Seattle.
And it just kept getting... Yeah, and then it wasn't
even... They got blown out by Seattle. So the first time... And I'm sorry, I think it would have looked like that against most of the NFC teams.
I don't care. I don't care. Out of that list of AFC, I don't care whoever made it to Super Bowl. I think the Seattle was going to
I'll give you that
punish
too.
them. I think we're going to get the same result.
I don't think the AFC is
Seattle
as talented as the NFC right now.
Really good. And
what's hurting on me and us is our, wanting to get... the NFC's so good right now. Like, if either one of us were in the AFC, I would put either of us as the favorite to the Super Bowl. I don't think anybody over there is that great.
The Chargers.
I was gonna say the Chargers, and I don't think the Chargers are gonna make it. But I went more controversial because of a team. I don't know. I don't know if it's a personal disdain. I watch them on tape.
Super Bowl again.
I watch them on tape. I watch the games, and I'm listening to people they look great. And I'm like, where?
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't the Chargers.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they look disorganized. I think they look soft.
The problem with the Jaguars, every time, I'm like, the Titans, you think they're dead? When I know the Jaguars are dead, they just...
I don't think that... They did not impress me last year.
They get there, though.
Trevor Lawrence is underwhelming. I don't feel like those wide receivers are that winning, nice.
Though, and that's the thing.
Yeah, but they play in a bum division, and they were playing garbage.
Bum division gets you into the playoffs.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Like, that is what it is.
I guess that's true. I don't think Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville is going to be everybody's massive.
But they still make it though. They still get there, and just think about it. They do. And because I was thinking, I'm all excited. I was thinking like the same thing though when I saw Jacksonville earlier. When I was looking at it earlier this morning, and I was just looking like. But every time I'm like, oh, they're trash. I think they win. It's like Philly. Philly could be trash, but they're winning. What do you do if you're still winning when at the end of the game you got the W? You got the W. It doesn't matter how you get it. It don't matter how dirty it looks. If it's a win, is a win, and that's how Jacksonville is. Like it's just like that was a terrible game, but we won. And I'm sorry you don't like him, but he works. He plays hard.
Who?
Lawrence. He plays very hard. He is a very
I think Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert are the same thing. They reached the height, the build, and the off. If you see them running through their drills, wow, they're amazing. I see trash on the field. I see two guys that can throw the real ball real hard that never seems to get caught. I don't see either one sustain drives. I see very average quarterbacks with an elite build.
I think he's more physical than
Herbert
and things there's more need to win than Herbert. Once he gets when you think he's down, he's not.
Yeah.
He pulls stuff out of a hat like a magician.
No, I've never seen him pull anything out of a damn hat like a magician. That is a bunch of bullshit. No, I've never seen him. I've never seen a play where I watched it and went, damn, Trevor Lawrence, how'd you make that happen? I've never seen it, ever. I've never seen a play where I was impressed. I've had wow, that's amazing that worked. It's great that worked.
That's what I mean, though. You thinking
it's incredible that worked.
I think you're thinking a pretty rabbit.
Fucking feral rabbit. It's a rabbit. The little toy from Ant-Man. It's so ugly.
But it's how I get there.
I guess that's Duval.
That's how it works. No, to me, that's I'm sorry. The Jets. They were singing the praises for Gino. Jesus. Gino. He might as well be Juno. I think he's terrible.
I think he's terrible too. I don't get it. I don't understand.
He's not retired by now. Like
I said, when I can't remember who it was I'd much rather have Gino than Dart.
I need some
I get that you're a Jets commentator, but you ain't got a lot.
What is this? I was just
and see, now, my only stance, I would have backed him up and been I get what you're saying. If his stance was we've seen the best and worst. We've only gotten 12 games at Jackson. Yeah. I go with Gino just because I know what I'm getting. Jackson, look at CJ Stroud. He could come out next year. And I'd be okay, if that's your concern. But you're telling me that what you've seen from Gino was a better professional quarterback.
If you
that's a bunch of BS.
Gino, it's already
your
over.
Season is
you
done.
Already lost.
Ask the Raiders.
Your hopes is you already go.
Notice Seattle switched up to Sam Darnold. And we didn't even know Sam Darnold was going to be that Sam Darnold when they switched him.
Like, why even go out?
The Raiders do not have him on the roster no more. Why not? They were going to draft somebody. Why not have him sit behind? They got a vet. They went out and paid $100 million to get a vet. Why? Why would you have Gino? Because he sucks.
He's terrible.
He's trash.
Terrible.
He's not good.
I do not get it. I really don't understand how he's still employed. Like, but you know, that's just I had to like you talking about Travis. Like,
well, like my thing though, like that, the little bit of thing for that. My thing is the talk about Trevor Lawrence. It's kind of like Phillip Rivers. I get tired of the like, oh my God, there is not an elite thing Phillip Rivers has ever done. I'm sorry. Get out of my face. Like his career is nothing but disappointment and letdown.
I know, but like I said, as long as like they keep winning and like it's not a great division, so you get the chance to keep winning. It is. But
I mean, everybody's little heart throbs right now. It seems like everybody got a heart on for either Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson. Y'all don't win some more in the postseason. Y'all both chalk out as trash. I don't care what you're doing, because that's my thing with Eli. Like, oh, regular, I don't care. The regular season doesn't matter. I think we've gotten so involved in this me culture that as long as my stats at the end of the year are good, who gives a damn if the season was trash?
Yeah.
Good quarterbacks make the team better and win championships. Period. Like, Dan Marino, oh, he did it. You know why he's not talked about as the greatest of all time anymore? Because he never got a ring.
As good as Romo was, he's like...
Romo's numbers are a million times better than Phillip Rivers. Way better.
And
but it doesn't matter. He never won anything that mattered.
So, yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to stop going on rants on overrated quarterbacks.
But yeah, that's who we think. Who do you think?
Go ahead, go in the comments. Tell us who you think's overrated. I think they're all overrated. Trash. Phillip Rivers, Gino.
You know, oh my man, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that.
30 years, no postseason wins, but okay, we'll go with that. Just saying. I think the Jets have more postseason wins than the Cowboys. No, matter of fact, I know the Jets have more postseason wins than the Cowboys.
No, that's true.
No, it is very true. Since 2000. Because I'll give you had your little runs in the 70s and the early 90s. There are more postseason wins since 2000 than the Jets than the Cowboys.
It's a harder division.
The Browns have more wins than y'all.
It's the harder division.
Than the NFC North?
Yeah.
I mean, the AFC North?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Why would we talk about it?
Because we didn't need to make the giant comment. Didn't need to happen.
Taking back. It was a joke.
All right. Go ahead. Like, comment, subscribe.
Share.
Hit us on Instagram. Hit us on Twitter. And we'll see y'all next time. All right? God bless.